honey sweet wheat. So today we're going to take a journey into the bakery to show you how bread is really made on the bright side. But first, we got to get on our Rudi's gear. Before we can go into the bakery, we got to make sure that we have our hairnet and our lab coats on. So right here we have the silos with the white and the wheat flour that we use to make our breads. And honey sweet wheat is made with the whole wheat flour. So everything down this row is considered a minor ingredient, and all of these ingredients have to be scaled by hand. Right here we have the honey that goes into our honey sweet wheat. Here we've got some of the honey pouring into one of the buckets we use. So in this room, we're scaling the ingredients that we showed you earlier, and all of these ingredients are going to be put into the dough. So right here, we've got our honey sweet wheat. And in these buckets is all of the ingredients that have been scaled out and measured, and they'll go into the big mixers. So here we've got all of the final ingredients put into the mixer with the sponge, and it'll sit in here and mix for a set period of time.
Transferring the dough into the dough trough.
So now we're just putting the dough into these bins right here. The dough gets dumped into that black piece on the machine, and it makes little blobs of dough that'll later go on to be cooked and shaped. Right here is where the dough gets made into the balls, and it's shot with a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick, and then it's placed into the proofer where it can just hang out and relax for a little bit. So after the bread hangs out here in the overhead proofer for about 3 minutes or so, it's carried out over here on the conveyor belt, brought through the machine where it's rolled into a loaf of bread. So after the bread goes through the molder, it's dropped into these bread pans. So after the dough is shaped into loaves and put into these pans, it's sent in here to the proof box where it's left to rise. Right here we have the bread in the oven, and it twirls around here on these racks. And this is how bread is baked on the bright side. This is how the bread gets out of the pan. This thing here is like a giant suction cup. It just pulls the bread out of the pan. it goes after it's pulled out of the pans to cool off before packaging. So here's our honey sweet wheat going through the conveyor belt. Goes to the slicer.